Om Namo Narayanaya. Today we are picking up with Chapter 3, Pure Devotional Service, The Change in Heart. It's a short chapter, but I interrupted the first reading because it just gave this amazing list of all these gods you should worship for different things. And my idea was, I really wanted you to go back and take a look at the list. It was really great, and I knew where the chapter was going next was just going to go on a tangent. And I like to keep some of these videos a little bit thematical. And this Canto 2, I'm only on Chapter 3, but there's so much information here. There is so much information here. So we're just starting the journey. We're just reading together. I challenge you to now go and study it. Hashtag challenge accepted. Hashtag yes question mark. Let's do this. Shaunaka said, the son of Vasudeva, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, was a highly learned sage and was able to describe things in a poetic manner. What did Maharaja Parikshit again inquire from him after hearing all that had been said? Oh, learned Suta Goswami, please continue to explain such topics to us, because we are all eager to hear. Besides that, topics which result in the discussion of the Lord Hari should certainly be discussed in the assembly of devotees. Maharaja, the grandson of the Pandavas, was from his very childhood a great devotee of the Lord. Even while playing with dolls, he used to worship Lord Krishna by imitating the worship of the family deity. Shukadeva Goswami, the son of Vasudeva, was also full of transcendental knowledge and was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, son of Vasudeva. So there must have been discussion of Lord Krishna, who is glorified by great philosophers and in the company of great devotees. Both by rising and by setting, the sun decrees the duration of life of everyone, except one who utilizes the time by discussing topics of the all-good personality of Godhead. Do the trees not live? Do the bellows of the blacksmith not breathe? All around us, do the beasts not eat and discharge semen? Men who are like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses praise those men who never listen to the transcendental pastimes of Sri Krishna, the deliverer from evils. One who has not listened to the messages about the prowess and marvelous acts of Lord Vishnu, and has not sung or chanted loudly the worthy songs about the Lord, is to be considered to possess ear holes like the holes of snakes, and a tongue like the tongue of a frog. The upper portion of the body, though crowned with a silk turban, is only a heavy burden if not bowed down before Lord Vishnu, who can award mukti, freedom. And the hands, though decorated with glittering bangles, are like those of a dead man if not engaged in the service of Lord Vishnu, Hari. The eyes do not look at the symbolic representations of Lord Vishnu, his forms, quality, etc., are like those printed on the plumes of the peacock, and the legs which do not move to the holy places are considered to be like tree trunks. The person who has not any time received the dust of the feet of the Lord's pure devotee upon his head is certainly a dead body. And the person who has never experienced the aroma of the tulasi leaves from the lotus feet of the Lord is also a dead body, although breathing. Certainly the heart is steel-framed, which in spite of one's chanting the holy name of the Lord with concentration does not change when ecstasy takes place. Tears fills the eyes, and the hairs stand on end. Ah, Suta Goswami, your words are pleasing to our minds. Therefore, please explain to us, as it was spoken by the great devotee, Sukadeva Goswami, who is very expert in transcendental knowledge and who spoke to Maharaja Parikshit upon being asked. Thus ends the chapter. And it's kind of interesting to me reading this. You see other religious texts that say, well, if you don't believe, you're going to burn in hell. If you don't believe, you're going to reincarnate. If you don't believe and you don't do this, you're going to sin. If you don't believe or do this, something's going to happen to you. And I kind of find this, this book says things like that, but this is kind of interesting because it goes, if you don't believe, you're a dead man. Nothing's going to happen to you tomorrow because it's already hell on earth for you. You're already done. You're a walking zombie if you're not doing this. And it's kind of funny. It's almost a bigger threat than to say, well, someday, God's going to punish you by weighing your heart with a feather. No, you're already there. Your life is already done. And it just strikes me as really, really interesting. So this is a short video today, just ending a very short chapter. So we're going to call it here. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.